Yeah, so it's a Rossolimo. E4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, and Prague lately started to play the e6 system. e6 castle, knight e7, rook e1, a6, bishop f1. The nice old classical system which still puts some small pressure on black. It's not harmless. Knight f6, bishop e3. They are playing the old classical traditional way. I think a long time ago this was considered to be completely empty, but new engines have given some new ideas for white. Interesting that how well the players will be prepared, and by judging Prague's reaction, I mean, he's blitzing everything. He seems to be very familiar with what he's doing.
Alright, well that's 16, almost 17 minutes. Yeah, he is playing super fast, putting Anish a little behind on the clock. Rook c8 played, but clear idea, you want to take knight takes c4. White does have this pin on the c5, but if it's black's move, I think you can pick up the pawn, because even if white pins it, you've got this move b5. So it's actually a threat on c4 which white needs to parry right now.
Yes, I mean, I think some typical moves are knight a4 in this position, yeah, because it would be logical that you are eyeing to go knight b6, especially now that black committed the rook to c8. And then the question is, after knight a4, what happens, yeah? I'm believing that, yeah, knight a4 on the board.
Also, there are always ideas of going, wow, and Prague immediately plays rook d8. He goes rook c8 and rook d8. This is some deep prep.
Yeah, well, if you are from the white side, you wonder that, is this some super prep, or did he just play rook c8 and miss knight a4? But I mean, knowing that Prague chose this line, I can't believe that he missed it. This is probably still preparation. Queen b6 played by Anish.
And it's kind of tricky to take on b6. I mean, these endings can be quite unpleasant for black. Queen takes b6. I think Prague should keep the queens on the board and leave that knight on a4.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But where do you move your queen to c8 maybe, yeah?
c8 or b8, I'm not sure. I was just buying some time to decide.
Yeah, I understand, yeah, because white might be able to play queen a5 anyway. So yeah, queen c8 played.
Queen c8 played, so a4 knight is hanging, queen a5 as you suggested.
Yeah, insisting on going knight b6, also the queen nicely covering some important square from black's bishop, yeah? I mean, we do see that maybe this is Prague's preparation. On the other hand, computer insists that white is better. So we don't know exactly if...
I think one of the justifications in these structures, Peter, to not go queen b8 could also be that you allow knight c5. You really don't want white's knight to jump on to c5 or b6 very easily.
looks like a draw is very likely, right? But Giri under 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now he's playing for the draw, Giri. He's trying to get the queens off.
This is just panic, because of the time control. But it was a complicated position. I was thinking he should just maybe run with the A pawn and see how far up the board it would go.
Fighter, there's only one square the queen can go to. It has to step back if he wants to win.
But Pragg doesn't need to win. He's safe. I would capture that and then stop the A pawn from advancing, and that's what Pragg has done.
And he's going straight for the draw. He wants to get out of this game. He swapped off the rooks as well, and the reason we reacted is because opposite colour bishops in this scenario, it's just a dead draw. Black will blockade on the light squares, and no way through. Level pawns. Yeah, Anish, if he doesn't win the next game, maybe he'll regret this last couple of decisions. Now he will be in a complete must-win scenario in the final round. He'll need to win and hope that it will be enough. You can see the players' body language as well. Both of them, suddenly the tension disappeared. Pragg just leapt back, and it's going to be a draw any moment. Colour bishops.
Alright, that means Pragg will go up to 20 points, and it's looking very good for him to qualify for the knockout stage. For Anish Giri, it's gonna go down to the last round and the preliminaries to qualify. He will have to win that game.
Yeah, and you can see his face. He's not too happy, Anish. And this one is a dead draw now. Nothing to be done. Look how white is blockaded on the dark squares. They're just going to repeat moves, and there we go, a draw confirmed.
It is a draw. Anish Giri, he had